Hey guys, today's video is all about food photos photographed indoors to make them look like they were photographed outdoors. You can create amazing images like this in your home, in your studio, wherever you photograph. You no longer have to worry about the weather. You no longer have to worry about the lighting because you could control it all and make the indoors look like the outdoors. So let's go outdoors in the indoors. Check it out. Well, here we are in the studio. Everything's all set up, ready to go. But before I break this down and show you how it's all done, have a look at these images. I think they turned out really well, and they look, in my opinion, like they were shot outdoors. I think it's very effective. And guess what? See where I'm standing right now? All those photos were taken right here in my home studio in this small space. I created that. I didn't have to worry about the weather. I didn't have to worry about the lighting because I controlled it all. And I do like control. So anyways, there's a few ways that you could do this. I will mention another kind of look to this, but we're going to focus on this image right here, which is basically what I got here, and I'll show you how I did it. It's very quite simple. But let's break this down and let's have a closer look at my little setup here. Well, there's all the food set up nice. Those strawberries look awful tempting. There's my main light there. It's an Alien B800 in a 36 by 24 inch double diffuse softbox. And I've got a wood table surface here. I have artificial grass with real leaves. And I've got another Alien B800 on the back here hitting the grass. I'll explain why in a minute. But that, honestly, is the super easy setup. That's all there is to the setup. Make sure of your composition. The strawberries, just before I photographed them, I splashed them with some water to add some specular highlights and make them more tempting and juicy. My base here is simply made up of fencing board, and I bought some 1x2 strapping and connected the boards that way. This little piece is just a little add-on that I use so I can create a gap to do video prop stuff. That's all there is to this, and you can stain it whatever color you like. I did it a lighter stain so I can adjust the stain density in Photoshop by adding some color to it if I want. That's all there is to the base. The only thing real on this set, basically, is the strawberries, me, and the leaves. Everything else is fake. Fake apples, fake cheese, fake bread, real picnic basket, real wood. But on the whole, it's all fake. But our main product is fresh, tasty strawberries. So my lighting, I'm trying to create that daylight look. I have my light coming in from this direction. Because my light's coming in from this direction, this light here in the background hitting the grass needs to be in the same direction. If I got lights coming from two different ways, it won't work. Your image will look off, so make sure that you're using the same. Now, I'm going to jump right to the grass because that's why this light is here. This grass comes from the hardware store. I got it at Lowe's. You can get it at Home Depot or anywhere else. It's just an artificial turf, but it needs a lot, and I mean a lot of light on it. It's like shooting on black velvet. The light just goes, and that's it. It stays dark in the image. So I'm using a bare bulb Alien B800 back here to blast this with light so I can get it lit up nicely. Now have a look at this image of the setup without leaves on the grass. Looks pretty good, but in my opinion it's a little too pristine, too neat. I want it to make it look like outdoors. Grass is never pure perfection, well, unless you're on a golf course. So I took some real leaves like this and crunched a few, and I simply just dropped them on the grass. It adds a little extra. Here it is, the same photo but with the leaves. Here they are side by side. What do you prefer? Let me know in the comments down below. I honestly prefer the one with the leaves. It seems a little more natural because we're trying to create a picnic on my picnic table in the outdoors. I think the leaves add that little bit extra. My lighting here, softbox, double diffused, coming down on about a 45-degree angle. Going to have some pretty hard shadowing on this side, so what do? Oh, if you follow this channel, you've seen this before. Just a piece of white foam core with a clamp. Boom, stand there, light hits there, fills back in this scene so I don't get hard dark shadowing. It's that simple. So that's all there is to lighting. Main light here, bouncing some fill back in here. I needed a secondary light to get some light on that grass because like I say, it almost goes black. It just seems to suck in the light. It's been a challenge actually with that. That's all there is to this setup. I had the camera mounted just there, and you could see I was shooting down about a 45-degree angle. There is another way that you can do this, and that is by shooting head on. Now, if you're shooting head on, what you're going to have to do is this sight line here, you're going to have to cut it out, and in Photoshop, and obviously, you're going to have to add your other background and blur and blend the two so it looks realistic. Kind of like how I did the table with the drink on it and the table again with the beach scene. You can see in those examples, that's basically how I did it. I just simply cut out the background and added in my own. The one with the model there, you can see the setup I got going on. She was sitting on the artificial grass. Like I say, I've got a couple of pieces of this so I can extend the grass out. I had the model sitting on it and I blended some other real grass in behind to create that bigger field type look. But she was shot right where I'm standing on artificial grass in my little picnic setup with kind of the same basket, the same grass. Quite simple to do an indoor food photo, making it look like the great outdoors. If you have any questions or comments about this setup, or if you want to see some other photo ideas on food photography, creatively, whatever, let me know in the comments and I'll see what I can do for you. But anyways, I want to try and keep this one short. So that's it for this one. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you're aware when I post new videos like this. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. So until the next time.